Upon completion of this course, users will know how to process 2020 W-4s in the Carillon ERP system, where the federal withholding tax calculation algorithm gets the marital status and other information necessary to calculate the federal withholding tax. What additional configuration is necessary so that payrolls with the 2020 check date can be processed? And the minimum build version of the Carillon ERP system that supports processing of 2020 payrolls. Just to be clear, this is not a course in how to fill out a 2020 W-4. This course was designed primarily for payroll clerks who previously used the payroll feature in Carillon ERP. The IRS released the final version of a new W-4 on December 5, 2019. Although the new form is supposed to be easier, in our opinion it is confusing. Since it is scheduled to take effect on January 1, 2020, the Carillon ERP team has modified employee maintenance to accept both the old and new form. This course will make you aware of the information released so you are ready to use the new form on January 1. This course provides instruction on how to enter the information from the new form into the Carillon ERP system and how to configure the Carillon ERP system to properly calculate federal withholding tax. It is not the purpose of this course to instruct employees how to complete the W-4. Please pay special attention to the red arrows. There is now a new filing status called Head of Household. Step 2 attempts to help in the situation where a husband and wife both work or in the situation where one of them has multiple jobs. However, we think employees are going to be surprised at how much is withheld if they click the checkbox in Step 2C. You can no longer claim allowances, as in previous years, which is how many employees manipulated the amount withheld in the past. Step 3 is primarily trying to take into consideration the child care credit. Step 4 is where you can manually increase or decrease taxable income for purposes of calculating federal withholding tax. Finally, if someone wants to claim they are exempt for whatever reason, the instructions say they are supposed to manually write the word exempt underline 4C. For you to see the changes in employee maintenance, you will need Carillon ERP Bill 2018.150 or newer. Even if you are on an older build, you might want to follow along just so you can see what has changed. First, please notice that all of the W-4 history for each employee has been maintained. The number of exemptions column remains, for historical purposes and for other jurisdictions that require it. However, it will no longer be used for recording W-4 information starting in 2020. Enter the numbers exactly as shown on the form. Put the annual amounts shown on the form in all columns except the additional amount column. In the additional amount column, enter the amount per pay period just as entered on the form. The calculation of federal withholding has changed very significantly for 2020. Do not be surprised if your employees question the amount of federal withholding that is taken from their paychecks whether they fill out a new W-4 or not. Please keep in mind that this was not Carillon's idea. Thank the IRS. This is likely the most important slide in this course. You must make these changes prior to calculating a 2020 payroll. You do not need to have every employee fill out a new W-4 for 2020. In fact, according to the website shown on this page, you may not require employees to fill out a new form. However, starting January 1, 2020, employees may only use the new form to make changes to their withholding. You can no longer accept old versions of the form starting on January 1, 2020. From a Carillon ERP perspective, we tried to incorporate this change as quickly and as painlessly as possible. Hopefully, we succeeded.